Does someone look too good for a video? Hey! I know I disappear sometimes, but I always come back looking prettier than ever. Hi friends, my name is Frederic, and today I have an update on my stalker. If you're shocked, watch the first video, catch up, come back later. Grab some food, why don't you?
No.
A little recap for you. There's this person named Javon who's been stalking me since December. Not physically. He lives in Louisville, Kentucky. You can say he's been harassing me, bullying me, but in my opinion, it's just engagement for me, because it's nothing new. When you've gotten every type of hate comment, nothing counts anymore. But it's been going on for 6 months now, and I don't know when it's gonna end, so I might as well make some content off of it. I'm not gonna let you get away with this by yourself. So Javon, if you're watching, I want to personally thank you for your contribution to my bank account. Because guess what, bitch? I've partnered with Scentbird because being musty, can't relate. Y'all should know by now I like smelling good because I look how I smell. Amazing is the answer. And as a beauty guru, I get a lot of fragrances that are quite large and in charge, actually. They're beautiful, it's just not convenient sometimes when you're on the go, or if you live in an apartment like this and have zero space. So Scentbird, which is a New York company, because I live in New York, if you didn't know.
Oh, Jesus. Gross.
Don't hate me yet, please. They let you try out fragrances in travel sizes because I have never run out of a fragrance in a full-size bottle. So they all come in pouches, and this is the packaging. It's a magnetized case like this. This is the amount you get. It lasts 30 days, and they even lock like this. They have designer brands like Commodity. This is my favorite one, Milk Plus. The best way to describe this is like marshmallows at a campfire with a little bit of milk. In a good way though, trust me. My second favorite, Confessions of a Rebel. Its name is Bitch Please, so that's why I got it. It's citrusy fresh, a little bit of floral. They're all unisex though, because that's what I prefer. And the last one is Sicilian. Even though I've taken 6 years of French, I'm gonna butcher this. It's like eau de campagne or something. Country water is the literal translation. And it's a little bit lemongrassy. One of these can be up to $130 for the full size. But if you want to try one out, you can use code Frederic or the link in the description for 55% off. That's around $8 instead of $130. And if you want to know where I like to spray it, back on my neck, wrists, don't rub, you'll change the scent. So just tap, and all over my clothes because I have no self-control. You should try them out, Javon. Anyways, it's time to roast a pig.
Let's get this roast a-cooking.
I'm gonna take a trip down memory lane and go through his DMs because he consistently DMs me on Instagram. He calls me on there. I don't answer because his notifications are off. Let's go back to after I uploaded my first video. Yeah, I hope you're happy trying to come from my livelihood.
Spelling bee winner.
And my means to put food on my family's table. Just know I have a video coming about you and your ilk. I don't know what he meant. I never once have tried to come for your way of making ends meet. Fortunately for me, what you and your followers are trying to do won't work, but it's the fact that you're trying to do it what got me offended. Because the majority of people think like me, that's incorrect, and don't have the financial resources to take a stance against bullies like you. That's also a bold-faced lie because you used to say that you're a millionaire. So what do you mean you don't have the means? Or was that a lie as well? Here's all the missed calls that he sent me. But honestly, you're only lighting a fire in me. It's like, do you not realize when you post about me, you force me to take content creation seriously? If this is you taking this seriously, I don't know what comes after. If I'm so dangerous, what happens when you blow up? Well, you definitely won't blow up in terms of viralness, but you might physically blow up from that pent-up anger. Let it out. How does it feel being gay all your life? Sickening, bitch. You keep fucking with my socials. That's why I can't upload my response on YouTube. You had my video taken down. Yeah! Because when you have connections, you use them. Also, side note, I started streaming on Twitch. He's there. We'll get there eventually. He called me at 2 a.m. I'm sorry, babe, I was asleep. He mentioned me in his stories at 3 a.m. Sorry, I was probably streaming. See, the difference between me and you is that I'm simply stronger. From one minority to another, you should be used to bullying. I'll be serious for like 1 second. From one minority to another, you should know better than to marginalize another minority. Because you're repeating what history did to your minority. But I see you're just softer than baby shit. I mean, she's moisturized, okay? And there ain't a damn thing you can do about it until you debate me. I don't have the time. I'm busy playing Pokemon. Please get this account banned. I don't give a fuck. I only make another and I'll continue to do what I'm doing. I have multiple phones and can make new accounts, so even if you block me, it doesn't matter. I don't want to block you. I like your comments because they genuinely help me get views. When I was gone, I was at Yosemite on vacation. He said gay mountains. I mean, it was a beautiful hike. 20 miles of hiking, by the way. Never again. I talked about this book. It's an amazing book, you should read it. He said gay love, which is true. Just be warned, that book will rip your heart out personally and then step on it. And then throw it in a blender and then eat it. Ow! Eat it! I hope you know, the hatred I have for you is only festering and growing day by day. Oh, I know. I'm hoping that this anger festers so much in you that the only way you have to let it out is by jerking off to me. Because we all know that's what you do. And believe me, when I say this, when we cross paths in real life, I'm going to intellectually let you have it. And I will physically let you have it as well. If you know what I mean. No, I'm kidding. You wish! And his last thing was Saturday when he sent a little reel to me. So that's what he sent. If you want to know what his personal socials are like, he fat shames, he makes fun of women, which is rich coming from this. He's 23, mind you. I'm almost 22. What went wrong? Next, we're gonna go to the Twitch streams. So I started streaming on Twitch again. Follow me there, by the way. I play a lot of Pokemon and Minecraft. And I stream up to like 3 a.m. sometimes. He's there. So if you have the 4 jobs you say you have, which is church owner / pastor, which you're not, dog walker or something, pilot, which you're not a pilot, you're training to be one, the last one, unprofessional stalker. If you have all these jobs that you say you have, you should not physically have the time to be able to make that many comments about me. Always respond within 10 minutes whenever I post on Instagram, which, by the way, having a burner account just to have my notifications on, fan behavior. And thank you for that. It's the Twitch comments though that really got to me, because I'll just be playing Minecraft and suddenly we get Lily isn't a woman as a username. Lily is my friend who is a trans woman who streams me, by the way. Go follow her, support her. Another one, Lily gets a reach around. A third one, Kung Flu Frederic. Spelled wrong, by the way. It's 2 E's. His first one ever was Goofy Noodles. Willy Wigga Hissa, why you so gay? And then I'm in a polyamorous relationship, whatever, something like that. Frederic smells the car seat. Spelled wrong again, by the way. And also a threat, which I can give to the police later if I need to. I think within the span of 3 streams, he made over 20 Twitch accounts. You need an email or a valid phone number to do that. So unless you have 20 phones, which you don't, you physically created 20 different emails, signed in, created an account, followed me, waited the 1 minute to comment, because that's my rule on Twitch, you have to follow for 1 minute, and still commented. And by the way, Twitch is smart enough to see that you're doing it from the same device. That's why your comment went under likely ban evader, so you don't have multiple phones. Third thing, he made a live stream at some point and I was not there, but thankfully someone was and recorded it for me. We as a group should go through this together. It's 15 minutes long, by the way, so first off, there are 11 viewers. I'm pretty sure all of them are mine because no one is agreeing in his chat. And your pinned comment, you spell my name wrong again. You are literally like my fans who are incapable of spelling my name. Come on, y'all.
His name was Jordan, my cousin Jordan. Cured him of his homosexuality. I cured him of it.
He was talking about how he somehow cured someone of his homosexuality earlier. That was the context.
Please, I don't get my eyebrows done.
Unless you got naturally good eyebrows, I see the arch. That is shaped. Which, by the way, there's nothing wrong with men's grooming. There's something wrong with grooming men. If you're insecure about tweezing your eyebrow or literally wiping your butt, your mom used to do that for you as a kid. So man up and do it yourself.
There's no such thing as homophobia. How do you cure somebody of homosexuality? I mean, you have your classic electroshock therapy, which is pretty potent and it works.
This is so good. So torture is the first option, he says.
I mean, shock therapy really does work in curing somebody's homosexuality.
If you're so dead set that it works, it sounds like you've been through it personally.
It can have some damaging and long-lasting side effects, kind of like lobotomizing somebody, so I don't recommend electroshock therapy. But the best way that I know to cure homosexuality is by counseling. Yes, counseling. Counseling is a big thing that works. And you can set them up with women who will blow their socks off. I mean, I know some women who you are not gonna be homosexual after you meet.
This sounds too personal. And y'all know, for the most part, I don't support saying come out of the closet already or assuming other people's sexualities when you don't know them. At this point, I don't give a shit. Because when you come for me in my audience, all bets are off.
How can you be black and be homophobic? Bruh, do you not realize, oh my God. See, you didn't grow up in the black community. Let me just tell you how I was raised, and I'm fairly young, all right? You know what my dad told me he would do to me if I was homosexual? He said we would go on a little camping trip, literally, and he would push me off a cliff and make it seem like an accident. That's what I was told and how I was raised.
And that's an issue across so many cultures. And it all stems from one common denominator. I won't say it, but you can guess.
Majority of the black community, just look at what, go black voters, no. What was the study I saw?
I don't know if y'all are looking at the comments, but they're eating him up.
And it's black people polled about homosexuality. Black people universally hate that shit. I mean, just look at Uganda right now, and they're African. And we come from Africa.
If he wants to talk about Africa and how apparently everyone there hates gay people as well, there are plenty of cultures there that still to this day recognize the idea of more than 2 genders, polygamy, cross-dressing, all of the above. You can find that everywhere in a country's history before it was colonized. And that is the common denominator. Because when you take over a country and you push a certain belief into that country and then force everyone to be part of that religion or else they'll be killed, so they have to adopt a religion against their will, which is not religion because there is no freedom in that, you get brainwashing and propaganda. And then you get what happens today.
God, I don't want no... Well, if I had you, then...
Wait, what?
When you end a sentence, you go,
You're not invited to my wedding.
So you were verbally abused as a child, and now you're scared of gay people. Bro, there's no such thing as scared of gay people. Name me someone who is scared of gay people. Who's scared? Like, nobody's scared of gay people.
The people who take the literal definition of homophobia and they're like, we're not actually scared of you, we just hate you, just shut up.
shut up.
Common sense apparently isn't that common. The idea of being scared of a sexuality expands beyond the physical person. It's you're scared of what this means to you. You're scared that this challenges your ideals. You're scared that your children will be like this. And maybe it's not so much scared, but you just hate that we can be successful and that we're in the spotlight.
You young somehow even though you look 50. That's because I got a lot of testosterone in my blood. I'm big and strong.
Testosterone doesn't make you big and strong. It just makes you more of a angsty bitch. There's this thing when people go through menstrual cycles called PMS, and they'll sometimes be called more angsty or they have a higher temper. And you know what they also have? Spikes in testosterone. It's almost like it makes you more aggressive as a person.
There's so many people who are racist towards black people. Wouldn't you think that it would? No. Racism doesn't exist either.
I can't help him. I literally can't. Y'all can take him. I will let your own community roast you for that.
Black and gay don't even belong in the same sentence together.
Gay black people just disappeared on the spot after that. Thanos snapped. I don't know if you can hear. There's like animals screaming in the background. It's suspicious.
But
What was that? No argument? Huh? Nothing?
Bro, I remember doing a DoorDash to a gay bar when I was 18. I was a recovering atheist at the time. People were popping X pills, hairy ass gorilla men wearing thongs and walking around.
I haven't even been inside a gay bar. I've been in plenty of lesbian bars though. So what's that say about you?
Yeah, bro, New York is a liberal shithole, bro. Look up the crime rates.
I really hate it when people talk about crime rates in New York because they never talk about per capita. It's always, oh my god, someone else broke in. There's 7 million people in this tiny ass island. What'd you expect? I'm not defending the governor, by the way, at all. But if you want to talk about the amount of crime we have, you have to at least talk about the amount of people in this city as well. It's almost like any populated city, LA, Detroit, Chicago, Philadelphia, they're gonna have crime rates because there's a lot of people there.
How many other gay people do you consistently comment on? Any of them that call me out, honestly. Frederic isn't the first one that I've commented on. I really couldn't give you a number.
He's lost count, that's why.
But tell Frederic, go over there to Frederic's page right now and tell him I'm waiting on Frederic. I'm waiting on Frederic.
Besides the fact that you can't comprehend this is my audience talking to you, he genuinely sounds like a 12-year-old on Fortnite when he's like, tell Frederic that I'm running a debate.
I'm just sorry, bro. Just getting bent over by another man is just so fucking disrespectful. So disrespectful, getting bent over by another man. I sent him a lot of beheadings of gay people. What they do in Muslim countries.
Where are you getting the word Muslim from, buddy? Muslim, is it?
Homosexuality isn't about love. It's not about family. It's not about peace. It's all about sex. It's all about sex. There's no love in sex.
If he believes there's no love in sex, I'm sorry for the sex that you've had.
Sex is what's used to reproduce to create a baby.
What happens if they're infertile? Or better yet, what happens if your sperm ain't good enough? Yeah, there's animals back there who need help.
Go to the Bible and look up Leviticus 20:30. I repeat, Leviticus 20:30.
Let's do it, why not? Because guess what, bitch? Leviticus 20:30 doesn't exist. It's 13. Ignoring the fact that the Bible contradicts itself almost every other page because none of it is the original text. It was written for an agenda. Everyone loves to bring up the passages but never talk about the context. And even then, in my opinion, a book should not tell you how to be a good person. You should learn how to be a good person through life and experiences, not a piece of paper, and not what an old man tells you in a church. That being said, all your passages are mainly talking about either incest, prostitution, or adultery, because the physical word homosexual did not exist back then. And it was put there specifically to push an agenda, just like most things in colonization, which is why I have a gripe with it.
You person wants, just in that case, straight people can think about sex only to right then.
I love how anytime he reads a question or a comment that he doesn't know how to answer to or doesn't want to, he just...
Asexuality is important.
Girl, how many cats are in torture because of you back there?
Frederic, do y'all not know he wants to transgender the kids?
And what about it? I didn't know transgender could be a verb, but I guess words can evolve through time, so... Yeah!
Studies actually show that 99% of people who think that they're transgender when they're young and they think that they're gay, they grow out of it.
I hate it when someone just says, studies show. What studies? What biases? What research? Where's your source? Because 99% is bold. And also, who gives a shit if you change your mind? That's the whole point of sexuality. So if you're going through shit, just know that I've personally went through gay, bi, non-binary, and I'm at queer right now. And you know what? Life is better when you just stop caring about it and you just be sexy. Just call me sexy, hot, and breedable. That's all I need.
You pump them up full of hormones and they can't go back, then that's when the suicidal ideation starts.
No, it doesn't. It starts when their family and their environment rejected them in the first place.
I'll never achieve orgasm ever again.
That also sounds like you're speaking from personal experience because erectile dysfunction is rampant and I'm glad it affects you. That is the end of his live. Here's just some comments from the past month of my posts on Instagram. How much sugar is in your gape tank? AIDS, HIV, monkeypox, all other forms of STDs are so high in the alphabet mafia, it's crazy to think anyone would want to live that way. Did you know, Javon, that those rates are just as high in straight people? If you want to talk about the STDs that you associate with queer people, which is problematic and not right, because it's been stigmatized against us, we've all taken preparations like PrEP and monkeypox vaccine so that it doesn't happen to us. And because so many heterosexual people literally think it doesn't affect them, they're the ones getting the new infections. If anything, heterosexual people are at more risk for HIV and monkeypox than queer people because of misinformation, like it affects gay people. Because guess what, bitch? STDs don't discriminate, unlike you. That's all I have time for today. And if you enjoy this video, give it a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe for more videos whenever I decide to post, because it's not every week right now. I'm getting there, okay? Follow me on Instagram or Twitch. You might see Javon on there. It's an inside joke at this point. And as always, I love you all. And everything is less than 3. Hold on, you have to see this. Drink your water out of the expensive bowl. I only drink out of human bowls.